Today, we're going to start in the prayer pose. We'll get right. Thunderbolt pose. You don't want to call it the prayer pose, call it the thunderbolt pose. That's a thunderbolt. So, we're going to begin in the prayer pose, and we're going to do a meditation in the prayer pose. That is going to be a heart center meditation, tapping into that capital L love that is God. And if you don't want to call it God, just call it capital L love. But biblically, God is love. And even in the Quran, God is love, most merciful, most gracious. Also, one of God's names in the Quran is the all-loving. So it's Christianity. Where's Christianity here? Christianity down there. And Islam. Where's Islam? Over there. Right above Christianity. And this is the all-face yantra from Yogaville, Satchidananda, in Buckingham, Virginia, which is where I learned yoga over 20-something years ago. And of course, like every instructor, you start making it your own. There's nothing wrong with that. So this meditation that we're going to begin with is a heart-centered meditation, and we're going to do it in the prayer pose, because the prayer pose, whether you believe in God or not, you don't have to believe in God. I'm saying whether you believe in God or not, the prayer pose, the way it looks, is symbolic for connecting to something other than yourself, other than who you think you are, the lowercase u. You're going outside of the lowercase u. So if you believe in God, that would be God, capital G God. You're connecting with God. If you don't believe in God, then you're connecting to the higher self, or just escaping who you think you are. Doesn't matter. In our culture, the prayer pose is symbolic for connecting to something other than yourself, whether you believe in God or not. So, we're going to do this for 5 minutes, and then we're going to stand and do our meditations. Our sun salutations. Well, sun salutations are meditations. A moving meditation. And this symbolic position allows you to connect to capital L love, or to God, whatever you want to call it. And you do this by focusing on the heart center. The heart center, the heart chakra, right? In yoga, it's called a chakra. You don't got to call it a chakra, but this is where it is symbolically. So, outside right now, in the so-called world, there's fear, for example. And we're just going to take in that capital F fear, and I mean the fear from the coronavirus, COVID-19, and the news, and having to be in quarantine, and being in the house, and then fearful to go out, all that stuff. That's fear, capital F fear. That's an energy. You take that in to the heart center. Now, you're not taking in fear and becoming fear, because love overcomes fear. So you take it in that fear, and the heart center, the heart chakra, is like a furnace, and it burns up that fear. That's burning up the fear, and it dissolves the fear. Fear goes away because love overcomes fear. Overcomes fear. And then you just feel that love from the heart center. Then you exhale through the top of the head. So you go from the heart center through the top of the head, the crown chakra, and tap it into capital L love, capital G God. You're pausing there, and then you're going to inhale through the top of the head, bring in that capital L love, hold it in the heart center as you're inhaled, and then you exhale that love out to the world. and you're giving the so-called capital L love to the world, a gift of love to the world. And then you're going to continue. You bring in, inhale, fear, burn it up. It's a furnace. It will burn up fear. Holding it, exhale through the top of the head. Tap into capital L love, capital G God, and then inhale through the top of the head. Hold it. Hold that capital L love in the heart center. Let it blend with your lowercase love, and then exhale that love out to the world. And again, inhale through the heart chakra, hold it, exhale through the top of the head. Inhale through the top of the head, hold it, exhale. And what will happen eventually, you don't have to hold it as long. It'll start becoming a smooth line of movement. And then it's a smooth line of movement of love. So it's like a L shape for love. So 5 minutes. And the key to prayer pose is if you get uncomfortable, just go to the easy pose. Get it uncomfortable, move. If you get an itch, itch it. You're getting uncomfortable, always adjust. Don't fight. Fight is not yoga. That's not what we're doing. So if you're like sitting there and your back starting to ache, you don't not adjust. You don't fight it. You move with it. You adjust. If you get an itch on your face, for example, itch it. Because what will happen, because we're human, you'll focus on that itch for the 5 minutes. You won't even do the meditation. So itch it. Stay in the present moment, itch it. That happens all the time. And eventually all that irons out. So 5 minutes, heart center meditation. And let's go ahead and begin. to finish it, you finish it through the heart chakra, exhaling out from the heart chakra. And once you finish it, just focus on the breathing, watching yourself breathe. You're going to adjust, so you're going to bring yourself up a little bit, curl the toes under, and then you're going to sit back on the heels. This just gives you time to get the feet adjusted before you stand up. Ready to go ahead and stand up, staying in a meditative state. So even this big adjustment, this big transition to mountain pose is still yoga. Yoga is when the mind and body connects. Yoga is not the poses. It's not how you look. Yoga is a mindset. Yoga is technically when the mind and body become one with oneness, all existence. So we're going to go to mountain pose. Feet are shoulder width apart. Toes go up. Spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent. Hips are tilted. Arms are relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed. And just watch yourself breathe. Now, you're watching yourself breathe by bringing your focus to the belly. As you inhale, the belly expands. You exhale, the belly goes in. You just watch that. You don't control it. You watch it. If you start to control it, just let go and watch it. What will happen many times is that your mind will wander and you'll start to think about things, other things. You won't even realize it. And then you'll say, hey, I watch myself breathe. Don't judge it. Just bring your focus back to the breathing. Or you watch the air go in and out of the nose. So bring your focus to the tip of the nose. Watch the air go in and out. Or you can have a hollow sound in the throat. You watch it there. Or even in the chest. Wherever you find it, that's where you watch it. And then bringing it to the belly or to the nose, that all iron out eventually. And you'll pick one of those spots. But just be you. Do the best you can. Now with the mountain pose, you're finding that spot where the skeleton just stands as if you were just your skeleton. So you lengthen up and then let the bones sit on top of each other. Tapping into that balance that allows the skeleton to stand. And you let that balance transfer to the mind. Around the mind, you become balanced. And the mind and body become one because they both dissolve into balance. They become balance. They become stability. They become stillness. Then we'll do 2 slow moving meditations, focusing on the breathing. Don't worry about how to do them. I'm going to lead you through them. Bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Push the arms out, up and back. Inhale slowly. Inhale as much as you can, going into the pose as much as you think you can. Don't try to be somewhere. Go where you think you should. Then exhale. As you exhale, you reach out. The back is straight. Hinging forward from the lower back, and then just going to fall into ragdoll. The ragdoll, the arms dangling, the head dangles, no tension anywhere. If you feel a little tension in your lower back, just give it your own mental command to release. And let it just release, accept where you are. You're not trying to be somewhere, so you're not pulling yourself down or in. Just letting the
body go where the body goes. This pose right here, you're learning acceptance. So if you're up higher than you think you should be, and you're like, man, I'm not going down far enough. Nope. Let go of that. That's judgment. Even if you're feeling like, man, I'm doing this perfectly. Nope. Still judgment. Let go of that. Just watch yourself breathe. Focus on the breathing. Let the arms dangle. The arms are just dangling. Head is dangling. Just accept where you are. So if you feel a little tightness in the hamstrings, that stretch, that's fine. That's where you are. But don't let it become you. You're not focused on it. You're aware of it, but you're not focused on it. Palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Arch the back, raise the head. Inhale as much as you can, slowly. And then exhale. As you exhale, you pull yourself in and down. Forehead's going to the knees. Get all the air out. Push all the air out. And once all the air leaves, you'll arch the back. Raise the head. Inhale. Inhale as much as you can. And then exhale. As you exhale, you pull yourself in and down. Get all the air out. All the air leaves. And again, arch the back. Raise the head, inhale. Inhale as much as you can. And then exhale. Pull yourself in and down. Get all the air out. Push all the air out. And then once all the air leaves, you hold yourself in the pose. So you pull yourself in and down, forehead to knees. All the air is gone. And then you release the breathing. And then just watch yourself breathe. Now, the pulling in and down releases. That effort of trying to be somewhere releases. You're just in the present moment, becoming one with the pose. Palms to the sides of the feet. The left leg is back into a low lunge. With the low lunge, top of the foot to the floor in the back. Knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is arching, head is up. Inhale. Inhale as much as you can. And then release the breathing. And then just watch yourself breathe. Focusing on the breathing. 100% focus on the breathing. You're aware of what's happening in the body. So that focus point allows you to become aware. It heightens your awareness. So you're aware of what's being stretched. You're aware of how you need to modify the pose. And you just accept. You're tapping into the so-called energy of capital A, acceptance. Just watch yourself breathe. Now with the back foot, you're going to curl the toes under, can't speak. And then the knee goes up. High lunge, just for a second or so, settle in the high lunge, then move into downward dog. Now with the downward dog, arms straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels are towards the floor, and you're pushing into the pose. Push as much as you can, and then find that spot right before you feel like, hey, I shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, settle, accept, and just watch yourself breathe. So the arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels are towards the floor, head's dangling, no tension in the neck. And just focus on the breathing, becoming one with the pose. So all the effort of trying to be somewhere, trying to get into the pose, all that dissolves. And of course, if you feel a little bit of it, little strain, little effort, that's fine. That's where you are. That's where acceptance comes in. You accept that. When you slide into the upper dog, you drop down to the knees, then the chest, and you slide up. Tops of the feet are to the floor, palms are to the floor. Inhaling as much as you can. and then just release the breathing and watch yourself breathe. Now modify the pose how you have to. If you need to go to low, you need to go to small cobra, you go down to small cobra. Small cobra, you're on your belly, palms are touching the floor, but you're not using them. You're not pushing up, you're pulling up. The back muscles are pull muscles. So you're pulling up, just accept where you are. And then back to downward dog. Arms straight, legs are straight, elbows to the ceiling, heels are towards the floor, pushing into the pose. Push as much as you can. Settle, find that spot right before you feel like, hey, should go any further. Accept it and just watch yourself breathe. Now bring the left foot up between the hands into a low lunge. The low lunge, top of the foot to the floor to back, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally, back is arching, head is up. You're inhaling as much as you can, and then you release the breathing, and then just watch yourself breathe. Focusing on the breathing. Not trying to be somewhere. Once you're subtle in the pose, you accept it, and then you just become the pose, become one with the pose. Now watch yourself breathe. And curl the toes under the back. Knee goes up, high lunge, just for a second or so. Settle in it, and then move the standing forward bend. Pull yourself in, and down. Get all there out. Once all there leaves, you release the breathing and just watch yourself breathe. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Turn the palms out, push the air down and out, exhale. One more sun salutation, palms together, inhale. Exhale, hinge forward from the lower back. Back is straight. Palms go to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Pull yourself in and down, get all there out. All there leaves. Then release the breathing. And just watch yourself breathe. Becoming one with the pose. So although you're pulling yourself in and down, once you're settled, you accept. It's all a meditation. It's all a moving meditation. Yoga is meditation. Meditation is yoga. And then palms to the sides of the feet. Left leg is back into a low lunge. With a low lunge, top of the foot to the floor to the back, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward, diagonally, back is arching, head is up. Inhaling. And then exhale. And just watch yourself breathe. You're thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. Heighten your awareness, let you know what's going on in the body, but you're not focused on it. You're focusing on the breathing. And you go into a high lunge, curl the toes under the back, knee goes up, settle in the high lunge, and then move into downward dog. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Elbows to the ceiling, heels are towards the floor, pushing into it. Really, really, really push into it. Find that spot. And then just settle and focus on the breathing. Accept where you are and focus 100% on the breathing. And then slide into the upper dog. You drop down to the knees and the chest. It's a transition, strength transition, and then slide up. Tops of the feet are to the floor, palms are to the floor. Modify the pose how you have to. You're inhaling initially as much as you can, slowly. Then exhale, and then just watch yourself breathe. Then back to downward dog, pushing into it. Arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels are towards the floor, pushing, 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 find that spot. Then settle, accept, become one with the pose, and just watch yourself breathe. The left foot is up between the hands into a low lunge. Low lunge, top of the foot's to the floor, the back knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is arching, head is up. Inhaling slowly, as much as you can, and then release the breathing. And then just watch yourself breathe. Then high lunge, curl the toes in the back, knee goes up, settle in the high lunge, then move in the downward dog. Into the standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Get all there out. Foreheads to the knees. Once the air leaves, release the breathing. Settle in the pose. Become one with the pose. Just watch yourself breathe. Put the palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Then turn palms out, push the air down and out, exhale. Palms together, thumbs to the heart center. And you're just gonna go to mountain pose. Remember in mountain pose, feet are shoulder width apart, toes go up, spread the toes as wide as you can, each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent, hips are tilted, arms relax, shoulders relax. Just watch yourself breathe. Again, you're finding that spot where the skeleton stands. Letting the skeleton stand in that balance. As if you were just your skeleton. Then you let that balance transfer to the mind. Allowing the mind to become balanced. That is what allows the mind and body to become one. Because they both dissolve into balance. Just watch yourself breathe. You're just going to stay here a little bit longer. So just watch yourself breathe. Palms together, thumbs to the heart center. That's it. That is number 320 YouTube Live yoga routine. 320 yoga routines every day in a row. That's awesome, man. I'm getting there. We're going to 365. So that's 55, 45. So I have 44 more to go. 45 more to go. 44 more to go. Nothing because it's just become part of my morning. I can go to bed at 4 o'clock. I'm going to wake up and do yoga at 5:30. I can go to bed at 10 o'clock at night. I'm going to wake up. 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to wake up. I can go to bed at 7 a.m. in the morning. And then get into the DeLorean and start yoga at 5:30. That's how dedicated I am. Okay, that's impossible. But maybe it's not.
Anyways, I will see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time, Los Angeles time. So namaste. Peace out.